Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 3 to All the Mod 7. We're sitting here watching our little guy still getting some chests, causing some issues. What we're going to do today is we're going to start the process of working our way towards some immersive engineering and some things so we can further up our essence for our mystical agriculture. So first thing we need for immersive engineering is we need to get these coke bricks. We're going to need 27 of them. So what we do is we take these and we place them in a 3x3 pattern, and we're also going to need the hammer, hinge hammer, which just some sticks, some string, and some iron, which I don't have any of that stuff on me. I'm so well prepared. So we're going to do a couple of sticks, a couple of iron. I have some string, I think, over here in one of these chests. It's time to show how bad my organization skills is, which we're working towards. We're working towards getting ourselves up and running, but I kind of need to get to the nether and things. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pickaxe. We're going to knock out a hole right here next to the mine, I think. 1, 2, 3, 3x3. Do you want to do there? Maybe do directly across from the mine. Maybe here. I'm not quite sure how I want this to be just yet. And for this, you want to do you use it all, and then you just smack it with your hammer, and now we have ourselves a coke. And what we do with this is we throw coal in it, right? Or logs, any burnable object, realistically. So here, let's just grab a stack of logs. But the fuel that you use, we'll stick that in there so it's working. The fuel that you use in here really makes a difference in terms of how much coal coke you get. So basically, we're gonna throw these logs in here. It's gonna cook for a little while, and it's gonna make us some creosote coal, which is a really nice fuel source. And but more importantly, it's this field over here. It's gonna make us some creosote. So every operation with it's gonna get us a little bit more. So like if we take a look at our uses for our logs, and we take a look at the coke oven, you see one log will equal some charcoal, and it equals 250 millibuckets. And what we need is probably 3 buckets or so of creosote oil, so that we can work on progressing some in industrial engineering, immersive engineering, I'm sorry, because I would like to get a garden cloche. But to get a garden cloche, we need treated wood planks. Treated wood planks you can only get by surrounding planks with a bucket of creosote. So we're just going to let that run passively in the background, and we need to make an incandescent light bulb, which is used in an engineer's workbench, which again, we need more treated wood planks. Once we get there though, we are golden. We can make iron plates, which we'll just use the hammer for. So it just smashes them out. And we'll go from there. So while that's going, we can get rid of that. What we're gonna do, and we go ahead and put this hammer inside of our box over here. We're going to work towards, I think I want to get into some create. We're going to want to do stuff with mystical agriculture over here. But we're going to need to set up a farm. So what I want to work towards today is setting up a basic create farm with using create. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our create section. Create is an immersive tech mod that's used on bringing realism into Minecraft on a whole new level. If you have doubts about any of the blocks, hold W, which is ponder, and it'll show you what to do. This is great because it makes us the wrench right off the bat, so we don't have to make it. The very first step on anything with create is to get some andesite alloy. Andesite alloy is andesite and some iron nuggets. So we just so happen in our mining expeditions, we have been mining up a bunch of andesite. So we're going to grab some andesite. We're going to grab, I don't know, this much iron for now. And sure, we'll go with partial stack. Okay, and let's take a look at create. And create, so we need to make these andesite alloys. Andesite alloys, we're going to go like this. No, we're just going to make almost as many of them pretty much as the game's going to let us at the moment. Here, in fact, let's just make some more, because this whole mod is based really kind of around this alloy. So we're gonna need these items here. So okay, so now that we have our andesite alloy, what do we need to get started with create? Right? I mean, even if we're following the quest book, you've got all these things, and all these things can be very, very overwhelming at times. So let's start with some of the basics. We need to get some cog wheels, which is just some planks and some shafts. Shafts are just two pieces of our andesite like this. Let's just grab a partial stack. We are going to need some sticks. We are going to need some planks. And that might be it. So let's grab a small cog. Boop. Okay, let's grab a bunch of small cogs. Let's say, I don't know, 10, 12. Sure, 12. Let's grab some large cogs. And again, we'll grab, say, 12 of these. I don't know how many we're going to need, so we're just going to grab a bunch. That's the general gist here. I don't know what we're going to need. So let's take a look. Let's just so we can see how create actually works, right? This here item here is called hand crank. So what this does, so let's clean up some inventory space here. Let's put our cogs on here. So create uses a mechanic called rotational force, right? So we have cogs, and just like in the real world, you know, you've got teeth, and if you right click it, you generate rotational energy. That's the general gist. And with create, you can place these other items almost anywhere. So like here, so if we do this, right, and then we go ahead and click this, you'll notice that the smaller gear is spinning a little bit faster now. But then, if you wanted to take this a step further, so one of the ways that you can speed this whole process up is let's put we don't need that one on there. We can just use the gear. Let's go ahead and put a big sprocket here. Okay, so we're spinning. Great, spinning great. But if we were to take another little sprocket, and we stick it here. Now look, now we're going even faster, right? We have our starting one. We have a little bit faster rotational energy into this, which translates up into our larger sprocket. We spin here, and now we're going much, much quicker on our little sprocket over here. So this is a nice early way to set up some things with create to get things going. So what I'm going to do is, but one of the nice passive ways to do this is just to do this with water wheels, right? So if you notice it, if you take this and you whoops, let's get off of that. Hang on. Lots of W's. Let's get rid of all the W's. So water wheel. If we're going to look at the water wheel here, W, this kind of shows you like what the rotational force is used with water wheels. And then this will turn our output shaft, which in turn can turn a bunch of other little different things that we might want to do with Create. I don't really know where we want to build with Create right this second. So what we're going to do is we're going to just set up something, I don't know, right here. So let's take a look at the water wheel. What is needed? We need planks and large cogwheels. And I don't have any planks on me. So let's make some planks. And I don't know how many we're going to need, so we're just going to make this many. Now, these do stack. So let's make, I don't know, 3 to start with, I guess. 3 seems like a nice even number. Here, we'll grab this cobble. So I'm gonna we need a bucket. Should probably make 2 buckets so we can make an infinite water source, because I just realized I don't have any water up by me, which is kind of funny, honestly. I mean, I live right next to I live in the middle of a river, so I've got water on both sides, and I've not bothered to actually like make a farm or make. This would be a good place for a farm too. But let's take a look at our Create mod. So you'll see that you'll see how the fins are rotated out and around. So if you just place the item down regularly like this, you'll see they'll place the same way. If you hold Shift while you place it, it's Shift. Oh, nope, it doesn't. It doesn't change the rotation. They changed that. Okay, cool. And then with the wrench, you can kind of flip stuff around and easily break things. But let's. I think I want it down one more, maybe here. So we'll put these 2 up like this, and then we'll grab. Whoops, that'll work. So we're going to want the buckets of water right there. So something like that, I think. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do a test, right? Let's go ahead and just break the dirt there. Let's grab our buckets. And, first, can't jump. I think the blocks need to be up, like back here. This. Put a bucket over there. Yeah, so let's see how. So now we've got our water running here. Let's go and put a bucket here. You'll see that our water is spinning, or of course our water is spinning first. Yeah, that's what you meant to say. But you'll notice that the wheel, rather, is spinning ever so slightly. So you'll notice that it actually like slows down. So the more contact you have with our wheel, the better off you're going to be in terms of rotational speed. And you always want to kind of do things to go with the flow as well. So I'm going to grab, so now if we were to stick, our shafts on here, for example, and we put on, we'll just say, we'll just put some of our sprockets. We'll do that same general concept. So we're going to go a large sprocket, into a small sprocket, into a large sprocket. Right? And you can see how this can exponentially, you know, kind of grow out from here. Well, that was silly, but so we do that, which does that, which does, oops. You can't put that there. Right. So we get our rotational energy now going just a little bit faster. But what are we going to use this rotational energy for? No, that's the real question, right? I mean, it's great that we're going to do this, but what are we going to actually do with Create? You know, it's a neat mod. You can do a lot of different things with it. Water wheel is one of the most basic ways of generating things. Rotational measure is based on how many water flowing blocks are touching the wheel. Well, what I would like to get to soon is probably like some crushing wheels. But like I said, we're working towards a farm. Our farm for us is the first and foremost thing. So I'm going to take a quick look and see what other items that we're going to need for this. Because what we're going to do is we'll stick a farm probably over here. But we're not going to use this setup for it. I think I'm going to try to use something else that I don't know if it was nerfed or not. I've read comments that the style that we did was nerfed, but we will take a look. So I'll be back in just a few. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So here's the list of items that I kind of want to use and test. So we're going to need to make a mechanical harvester, an encased fan, some andesite alloy, and some other bits and bobs and pieces and things. All right. So here is the plan. Let's make some andesite alloy casings. First thing we're going to need to do, strip wood. So grab your favorite lumber tool. Then you're going to come through and you're going to click on it with a piece of andesite alloy, and it will convert into these casings. Now, obviously, I'm making a lot of casings because, I mean, everything in this game kind of works off of, you know, these things. So, or with this mod, we're gonna be using a lot of these. And there's a way to automate them, you know, a little bit later, but we are not there yet, right? So we have manual application, placed on the wood, hit it with some andesite alloy, and we're good. That gets us our andesite casings. Check. All right. Now, we need, let's do an encased fan. We need some propellers. Well, we need a propeller. It's probably a more apt thing. So let's put these like this. Be very, very careful when you're using this. We're going to need 4 of these to make a propeller. 1 propeller with a shaft casing that we just made will make us an encased fan. Right? Beautiful. Now, let's get rid of the encased fan. We're going to need some kind of a mechanical harvester, which for that we're going to need more iron plates. Remember how we said earlier that like we're going to be hurting for resources for iron and stuff? Well, this is why. And we're going to make, let's start with 2. We'll 3. We'll do 3. 3 is a nice even number. We're gonna need some radial chassis. think I want to get some of these. Oh, it's wood. Wood first. Wood, not stone. Wood. Let's grab some wood, please. And thank you. Let's grab, I don't know how many of these we're gonna need. We're gonna make that many. We're gonna need a mechanical bearing. So we're going to do @create bearing. Windmill, mechanical. I think we need one of these. What I'm gonna go with? Clockwork bearing. What's that? Attaches. Okay, yeah, we don't want that. Whereas the mechanical bearing lets us spend an item creating a rotational force. Yeah, that's what we want. Now, the other item we want some linear chassis as well. Which linear chassis is just the logs the other way. And we're gonna want a bunch of these. And these are all, the reason I'm not worried about this, these are all common create items that we are going to be using a lot of. A lot of these items. So let's see if this works. Do I have a magma? I do have a magma. Okay. Let's get ourselves a lever. Again, I don't know if this still works, so I'm hoping this still works. This was a great way to make things early. Let's see if we can get some rotational force here. So what I used to do, let's grab, where's my shovel? We're gonna clean out some area here, just so we can test this. So we want to put our magma block down here with our encased fan here with a lever on it. Ooh, this doesn't work. Really? They did nerf it. Let's try, all right, it's fine. Let's try something else. If I put a campfire underneath of it, will it cause the fan to spin? What is a campfire recipe? It's what, a coal, a log, I think, something like that. Campfire? Campfire. I don't know if this works or not. This is straight this point, this is me testing. Nothing there. Well, we put him down. Can we? You are not going to spin for me. Okay. Today we learned. Guys, give me a second. I need to redo some quick testing here. And I'll be right back. All right, guys. I think I got a plan. I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to use this setup here that we did previously, but we're going to turn that horizontal. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab our water wheel and we're going to place it down here. But then if you use your wrench, oop, get down here. Come on. There we go. So now we're sideways. And then if we place down a bucket of water here, we can get our spinning rotation. And if we really wanted this thing to go fast, we could do more, but this is going to be a nice slow passive farm. So we're just going to do that. We're going to place our bearing block here. Now the way these, actually we're going to need access to that block. The way that these mechanical bearings work is that if you place a block on top of it, you have an open hand, you right click and it automatically spins. That's what I was trying to do with the encased fan, but they nerfed it. So now it's kind of when the magic happens. So we need our other not casings, our chassis, our linear chassis and our radial chassis. So if we want to take a look at our linear chassis, this lets us build out and up and all kinds of things. And then the same is true with our radial chassis. Radial chassis let us build up. And then when you click, it spins. Let's sleep through the night real quick. Okay, so back over here. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to use our linear chassis for this. Because what we're going to want to have happen is we are going to want this to rotate out like this. Like this. So we're going to have open hand. We're going to want him to spin. And that's it. All we want this guy to do is he's going to spin, because we're going to throw our farming things sitting right on top of this. Let's turn him off. So do you remember our mechanical dudes that we made earlier? So we're going to stick these here, here, and here. If we stick these, check it out. Moving with a purpose. And what this does, it'll just sit there and continue to spin around, spin around, spin around, harvest anything that is harvestable. That's the way these blocks will work. Which is great. That's what we want to do. We're gonna stick a water block somewhere around here, so that we can get it. I feel like I need a crafting table out here. I keep wanting to run back into the house for stuff, and I don't have the crafting table. We need a chest. The reason we need a chest, because the way this block works, right? Need to increase this size. We need a slime ball. Actually, is super glue a thing? Super slime ball, iron plate. I mean, can we just do it with a slime ball? Slime ball? Give me a slime ball or two. So many things have changed since the last time I've played with Create. It's nice. So let's put a. Can we put a slime ball here by chance? No. Okay. So we need to make super glue. Okay. That's fine. We can do this. One plate. I need an iron nuggie. I know I could run inside the house, but you know why? Okay. So if you place this in your offhand, and then anytime you place a block on a create thing, it'll sticky it to it. So we're just gonna. So in our case, we're just gonna go bink like that. Now we right click. And our chest moves with our dude. That is exactly what we want. So so let's just do a test real quick. Let's grab. Do I have a hoe on me? Do not. I need a hoe. Grab a hoe. Let's grab. Oh, no, it'll work. Beautiful. So we're just going to till up a section of farmland. We're going to throw an essence on it just to make it a little bit better. And then we're going to plant. And it's just going to sit here and grow. Now, if this is spinning, it just passes right through. We don't have to worry about it breaking it, because this will not break the thing. So we could take, more essence or whatnot. Let me grab just something so I can show you guys how this works. Let me just grab some random seed. Let's grab. Hemp seeds might be good. Hemp seeds are a bad example because of how they work, though. Let's grab some wheat just for giggles here. Grab some wheat. Let's grab some bone meal. Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is just for testing purposes, so we can show how this whole process is going to work, right? So I know, very inefficient. Don't stop yelling. But what we're going to do is we're going to bone meal this. And now we have some fully grown wheat seeds, right? Oh, look, but where did they go? I don't know where they went. It doesn't actually show us, but it does. Remember that chest that we stuck on top? So the way that this works is, let's stop him, open hand to stop it. When our harvester harvests, it deposits it into our chest. And this is 100% passive. It'll never stop. And you can extend these out 10, 12 blocks if you want. And you can cut down trees, and you can cut down all kinds of other things. So we're going to populate out the farm with essence. It's just going to let it run in the background in between episodes passively, since I'm on a server, collecting us essence for us to be able to do things. And then we'll just stop it once in a while to pull out the essence from the chest here, and we'll grab stuff. Next episode, we will deal with expanding. We'll have this expanded out a little bit, but we'll deal with how to get these items back into a chest so we don't have to stop things. Because if you stop this, say on one of your crops, it'll actually destroy it. It'll harvest it. So let's just do this, and you guys, just so you guys can see, so that you guys don't make this mistake that I have made in the past. So right click, she's running. It's an entity. It's great. Oh crap, we stopped it right there. And if we start it back up again, it's now destroyed the crops that we have there. And that's bad. We don't want to do that. So we're gonna let this guy run. He's gonna continue to harvest stuff. Now, you cannot interact with this chest, by the way, when it's on here. When this is running, you cannot interact with this. It is a solid entity as one movable unit, which is why it can pass through stuff. So, guys, thanks for hanging out as we made our first create farm. I'll expand on this a little bit. Don't forget to press the like, give me comments, suggestions, and I will catch you all later. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.